Hey, welcome to Cooking is Fun. What we're going to do today is we're going to do some nachos. I'm going to show you my take on it and then go from there. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my oven spray and I'm going to spray my pan, which is you can use aluminum or glass. I prefer glass. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my nacho chips. I'm going to put some chips down in there. And then what I'm going to do is I got to get my meat. What I did was I went ahead and I cooked the meat ahead of time. Because I don't have a whole lot of time. I've only got a certain amount of time. And what I did was I cooked the meat ahead of time. And all I did was I fried up any type of hamburger you want, the cheapest. And then I took some refried beans and I mixed it in with the meat and went from there. So what I'm doing is I'm spreading the meat in the nachos now, making like layers, and that takes a little bit of time. There we go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some nacho cheese and we're going to take some sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to put it in there. I got to get a spoon so I can put this cheese in there. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because the cheese will move around as it melts, as it gets hot. And you're going to put this in the oven any darn way, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I love nachos. I like them just about any way you can cook them. So now we're going to add some more nachos. And then we're going to add the rest of the meat and the refried beans. Now this recipe here isn't exactly my own, but what I did was I looked around for some nacho recipes and I figured, what the heck, I'll try this one and see what we come up with. Now my daughter makes an excellent nachos, and I do use hers every once in a while, but I like to come up with my own stuff every so often too. So it's time consuming putting all this on because I don't want to just dump it on, because I want to make sure I get it on here right, because the meat's not going to spread as it warms up. Now the cheese will spread, but the meat won't. The meat will pretty much stay where it's at. Now we've almost got all the meat, so I'll just go ahead and go like this with the pan and get the rest of the meat in there. Take this over to the sink. And we don't have a whole lot of what I like to call chefs in my family, but I hung out with my grandfather quite a bit when I was younger, and he did a lot of cooking, so that's how I pretty much begin to cook. Now I got to get in the refrigerator because we're also going to use some taco cheese. We're also going to use this taco cheese because my wife likes taco cheese, which is on the camera, by the way. Trying to take this beautiful footage. So we're gonna mix it. We're gonna mix it up. Give it a little bit of a different taste. See what happens. I'm a cheese guy, so I love cheese. So you can never have too much cheese, in my opinion. My wife, she's not quite the cheese girl, but she's getting there. She's getting there. Finally got her eating some Swiss cheese on this. I make this Monte Cristo. Matter of fact, we had that for dinner last night. It's called Monte Cristo, and you use two different kinds of cheeses on that, but I got her eating Swiss cheese. She doesn't like Swiss cheese, but she does now, so I'm working on her. She's doing all right. Okay, our oven is preheated. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some aluminum foil instead of using a cookie sheet. And we're going to put the aluminum foil down in the oven. And then we're going to cover it for it's got to be in for 30 minutes. We're going to cover it for 15. And then the next 15, we're going to uncover it. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the oven, and we shall be back. When it's done, we're going to take a short break, and when it's done, we're going to come back. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take it out of the oven. I'm going to show you what it looks like and how you plate it up, and we'll go from there. Thank you.